What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight in Mexico at light heavyweight between Manuel Gallegos and Khalil Coe. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also like this video? And right now, go to the bottom of your screen, find the bell notification button, click that so you can be notified every time I put something out that's new. Let's get into this. All right, guys, this weekend in Mexico, we have a rematch at light heavyweight between Gallegos and Coe. The first fight took place around 6 months ago in Philadelphia on the undercard of a Jaron Ennis fight. And Gallegos went into that fight as a huge underdog. We know Coe is the matchroom prospect. We know Eddie Hearn hasn't had that great deal of luck with American prospects that he's been promoting, and Coe went in there and got dominated. Now, in my film study for this rematch, I've been getting information from both sides. People in the Coe camp have been messaging me, telling me that he wasn't right for that fight. They didn't want to go into great detail, but they expect great things from him in the rematch. People on the Gallegos side said that that version of him that the world saw is who he is. We've seen him get beat before, but he is 2-0 at light heavyweight, and this version of him is stronger, more durable. We know that he lost the fight getting hit to the body at 168 pounds, but like I said, 2-0 at 174 since he moved up, and he does look strong, and he looked great in their first fight. So in this video, we're going to break down both guys' careers. We're going to talk a little bit about how they go about their business, the pros and cons, how they can win this fight. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll be going over the Las Vegas odds and be giving you my prediction on telling you where to put your money. Guys, rematches are always kind of exciting for me to cover on this channel. You never know how they're going to go. Most recently, we had the rematch in the UK at heavyweight between Johnny Fisher and Allen. We know Fisher won the first one, even though it was controversial. And we know the rematch, Allen looked great and knocked Fisher out. You never know how these fights are going to go. Watching tape on both guys, Coe is skilled, Coe is talented. His camp still holds him to a really high regard. There's a lot of people who believe in him. Will he be able to make the proper adjustments only 6 months out from that devastating finish? Only time will tell. With Gallegos, this guy looks like a man on a mission. He feels that he could be one of the best in the world at the light heavyweight division. We know with Gallegos, that pressure, that power, that typical Mexican style, and a light heavyweight in a rematch in which in the first fight he won by stoppage. I think it's going to be a tough task for Coe, a tough hill to climb for him to become the victor. So right now I want to take a closer look at what's at stake this weekend in Mexico. All right, guys, after just 12 pro fights, it feels as though Khalil Coe is already in a must-win clash as he ventures south of the border in pursuit of vengeance in a rematch with hard-hitting Mexican Manuel Gallegos. Coe 9-1-1 with 7 knockouts, turned pro with high expectations, famously being the only man to stop two-time Olympic gold medalist Julio Cesar La Cruz as an amateur. Yet the New Jersey-based light heavyweight failed to impress in his first 4 fights and surprisingly drew with Aaron Casper in his second pro fight. However, Coe then began to adjust to life in the paid ranks well and seemed to be improving in each fight across the last couple years. First scoring a second-round knockout of Kwame Ritter to pick up the WBC USA light heavyweight title back in July, before an attempted first defense against Gallegos. As is so often with the case with overlooked Mexicans, Big Stepa fell into the same timeless trap that many fighters have done before and that many will do in the future, becoming yet another huge favorite to be stopped by a Latino underdog. Coe was unable to live with the power and pressure, dominated and dropped by El Mano on 4 occasions, the last of which caused referee Eric Daly to wave off the contest, awarding the challenger both a career best win and upset of the year contender. Much to his credit, Coe has opted for an immediate rematch and now faces Gallegos in Guadalajara, Mexico. Offered a redemptive second attempt at claiming revenge and regaining some momentum, the one-sided nature of their first encounter means Coe must make some major changes, if he is so, to level the scores. It's fairly obvious what Gallegos must bring to the table and what he brings to the table. Relentless pressure, power in both hands, and the typical fighting spirit possessed by the proud fighters of Mexico. The question is, though, can Coe make the adjustments and negate those threats in such a short amount of time? Guys, this is going to be the main narrative. We've seen this fight before. We've seen how this plays out. It's pretty interesting at the moment where the odds are, but stay tuned. We'll get to those in a minute. Right now, I want to take a closer look at Khalil Coe and see what he's been up to. Guys, Coe's 9-1-1 with 7 knockouts. Out of 1,113 light heavyweights in the world, he's ranked number 60. He's fought a career total of 45 pro rounds, and he carries into the ring a 78% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as Big Steppa, and the 28-year-old American is a 5'10" orthodox fighter. He resides in Flemington, New Jersey, USA. We last saw him fight Gallegos 20-2. He got stopped in the 9th. Ritter 11-1, stopped him in the 2nd. Osuna 20-0, stopped him in the 2nd. Evans 10-1, stopped him in the 2nd. Bisla 7-0, stopped him in the 7th. So guys, we know about the fight game. We know about the weight expectations put on these fighters. We know what height can do to a fighter if it goes the opposite way. These are all the questions that we're going to have to get answered this weekend. More importantly, that Coe is going to have to answer when he fights for this rematch. I already told you, he put his hand up. He asked for this, so cheers to him. People have been messaging me that said that he didn't have a lot of things in place in terms of how he was living outside of the ring, some of the lifestyle choices he was making, why he ran out of gas, claiming his cardio was an outcome of lack of preparation. So we'll see. His people believe that he can make those adjustments and turn the tables on Gallegos. Only time will tell. Right now, let's take a look at the Mexican, Manuel Gallegos, and see what he's been up to. Guys, Gallegos is 21-2-1 with 18 knockouts. Out of 1,815 light heavyweights in the world, he's ranked number 27. He's fought a total of 89 career pro rounds and carries into the ring an 86 career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as El Mino, and the 27-year-old Mexican is a 6'3" orthodox fighter residing from Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. We last saw him fight Khalil Coe 9-0, stopped him in the 9th. Diego Pacheco 18-0, he got stopped in the 4th. Vandesklin 13-0, majority draw in the 10th. Morocoy 7-1, stoppage in the 2nd. So guys, that Morocoy victory was his first fight at light heavyweight. He won that fight. He then took 2 fights at 168. One was a draw, and the one he got stopped against Pacheco before he moved back up to light heavyweight and fought Coe the first time and looked great doing so. I fully expect to see him stay at 174. He's broken into the top 25 rankings. The guy has power in both hands. He has that relentless pressure. He's always going to have that gas tank. And at light heavyweight, he poses a lot of problems to a lot of fighters at this stage of his career. He's going to go into this fight thinking business as usual. He's not really going to have to change much of the game plan. I feel the holes that Coe is going to have to fill are going to be a little bit more drastic than the game planning and execution of Manny Gallegos. This is how he fights. When I look at these guys side by side, Gallegos is going to be the bigger guy. He's going to be the taller guy, bigger reach. They're around the same age. The interesting thing going into a rematch is, especially when the first fight ends in a stoppage, he got dropped multiple times. The psychological impact that has on a fighter going into a rematch, we can't talk about that enough. I feel that's going to play a major role. I'm actually quite interested, I don't want to say the word shocked, on the Las Vegas odds. We do know the odds makers, guys, when we get these odds, are strictly based on where the money is coming in at. So right now, I want to take a closer look at those odds. Guys, stay tuned to the channel. Tomorrow, I'll be doing my live stream in which I'll be giving you my method of victory prop bets and parlays. Right now, I'm just going to focus on the money line. All right, guys, wherever you are in the world, let's pull your sports book out. I currently use the app down here in Australia called Sportsbet. And on the money line, the favorite is Khalil Coe. He's $1.70, meaning you put 100 on Coe to win, you get your money back plus 70 bucks. Gallegos, the guy who won the first rematch, he's at $2.30, meaning you put 100 on Gallegos, you get your money back plus 130. The draw is 16-1. Guys, stay tuned to the channel. I think there's some pretty exciting method of victory bets on this specific fight. I'll get into that tomorrow on the live stream. Right now with my prediction, I've been torn all week. I've been looking at this fight all week, specifically the comments I've been getting, you guys telling me who's going to win, in my own film study. I'm going with my prediction, just like we saw in the first one. I think Gallegos is going to be too much for Coe. I don't know if Coe is the guy that everybody thought he was. I don't know what version everyone's waiting to see from him. I just don't know if he's going to have it in Mexico. We know about what elevation does. He already had cardio issues in the first fight in Philly. People know about training at elevation in Mexico. The Mexican fighters all have amazing gas tanks. You apply that with the pressure and the power that Gallegos has and the stylistic matchup. One more thing, Gallegos winning the first fight by stoppage. I think this is great value. I think this is great money. I think the odds makers have it wrong on this. I like Manuel Gallegos to beat Khalil Coe. Guys, this is not an echo chamber. I know a lot of you guys are picking Coe to win right now in the comment section. Let me know who you see winning this rematch. Also, if you haven't seen my breakdown, prediction, and analysis of the main event taking place this weekend in Vegas between Bec the Bully and Darius Fulgham, stay tuned to the channel because that's coming up right now.